right.
This one.
You're going to go to big pressure, you are not trying. You haven't started, but it's a new car. I usually go for Kawowo. This big pressure, not that you want to do music. Why do I need to? I got what? I got two. Oh, there is what they call sharing. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
And sharing is fun.
It's genuine.
Yeah, man. So we don't know how to put so we need to learn something. We're doing everyone is out there waiting. But no what? In sports thing, only the people that play.
I
And
know.
the ones that do the magic, there are people behind here that do the teamwork before these ones. Actually,
Weird. Yeah, we were in university. Of course,
if you would host like even presidents of this big league. Because we have a president, how about the agency?
Chris? 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 Stand by.
Yeah, you can relate to
Stand by.
Hello.
Here.
Good afternoon.
Good game today, huh? Oh. Watch out.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what Marcelo. Marcelo, no problem.
We set. Those with microphones, phones record the sound, please. Okay. Okay, I think we set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Mary's Stadium, the home of Viper Sports Club. I know it's been long. The teasers have been flying all over, the rumors. I think now the rumors are settled, the stories. So let's start this brief function. We shall start with a prayer. Being a Friday, let me lead the prayer. Let's have ourselves. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Once again, I welcome you to Viper Sports Club. We shall go straight into introductions here. First of all, I'll start with the high table, this side. On my extreme left is Mr. Simon Sekacha, the Marketing Director of Viper Sports Club. I'll jump a person there, and then again on my left is the club president, Dr. Rodes Kulindwa, and then on my right here is Council Alex Muganda, the legal director of Viper Sports Club. I'll come this side on my right. We have the chairman of Viper Sports Club, Mr. George Munindwa. Then we have the finance director, Mr. Vincent Sajabi. Then we have the club CEO, Mr. Simon Njuba. We have the club TD, Mr. Charles Masembe. We have the club director as well, Mr. Haruna Chove. And then lastly, we have the club manager, Mr. Stephen Njuba. As usual, and the PRO, Abdul Wasiki. So I'm going to invite the club chairman to take the floor. Oh, sorry, the club president take the floor. Doctor.
Thanks very much, CEO. And this is the MC for this function. We are welcoming all of you to St. Mary's Stadium, the home of the Vipers Sports Club. We keep reminding you that we are the Venoms and we are one team, one dream. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Are we having a very brief event? It's brief in terms of how long we shall spend here, but it's a very long event for the future of this club, which is a very great club. In a few seconds from now, we will be sharing with you the journey that we've been walking for the last 3 months or so, and also answer a few issues that could have been on your lips over the last few months. You're all aware that we mutually parted ways with our former head coach, and the same is public knowledge. But we also equally notified the public and our supporters around the country and the world over that we shall be notifying you when the process for recruitment of a new technical team and its head is complete. And true to our word, we want to tell you that that process was started, and we put up notifications for those that can be interested alongside the requirements that we thought one who should be leading the technical team at Vipers should have and possess. Yes, we did receive over 84 submissions of interested parties who felt they had the requirements, and these were both within the country, within the continent, and within the footballing world over, all the other continents. So as part of our processes as a club, we went through the shortlisting process. We had the initial shortlist based on the CVs that were submitted and other profiles as we examined the same, using the team that was set up by the club, full of technical people, fit for the job of recruiting for us the best person that we would want. And after that process, we had 13 shortlisted. And these 13 shortlisted candidates underwent vigorous processes, both technical and interviews. In light of the COVID challenges, some of the interviews were conducted on Zoom and other online platforms, while a few that could make it physically came down here. And that process all ended with one person. And at that juncture, I think it is sufficient for me to invite the club president, Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, to take it on from there, because my obligation is to assure you that as part of our professional fidelity as a club, we did all we had to do for this recruitment policy. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, our Director Legal. The members of the board present and the executive members of Vipers Sports Club, the secretariat of the club, all our partners who are giving us support in different ways, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether we have some ladies here, and gentlemen. I wish also to welcome you to this important and historical function that we are having here. I remember some time back, we had a meeting here where we briefed the media about the current position and the state of football as far as regards Vipers Sports Club. We mentioned that there was a vacuum on the position of the head coach, and we promised that as a responsible administration, we had to replace and look for somebody who can take up that responsibility. Just as the legal director has informed us, the search started about some 3 months ago. It goes from June up to now. Almost there are 3 months. I want to thank all those ones who have been involved in the search, because it's not something very easy. And I remember we told you that this time around, we're not going to press the panic button. We have been there. There have been a lot of speculations in the media, which is very good to the club. That shows that there is visibility. Because if you are dead, who is going to talk about you? So I'm happy with all of you who made speculations, however true they were, but you showed love for the club. May God bless you. The process was very transparent, and I'd like to, just as I said, I'd like to thank all those who have been involved in this process. Interviews were done. Some were physical interviews, others were done online, and so many other methods were being employed to ensure that we get the right candidate. As I've been always mentioning, that governance and administration are the foundation of football. And when we talk about the administration, we don't just only look at the secretariat and maybe members of the executive,
COVID challenges, some
but
of
we go
the
down to the
interviews were
technical
conducted on Zoom
arm
and
of
other
the club.
platforms.
Well, that's where football is being prepared. If you are lacking administratively at the technical side of it, you are likely to go wrong. That's an area where we have not been doing very well, and I mentioned it in the other meeting. Structures have been put in place. Almost we have whatever it takes for a professional club. Different positions have been filled, and we are continuing to improve more to ensure that we strengthen the administration. But there has been a gap when it comes to the technical part of it. And I remember in that previous meeting, I expressed my disappointment over that. I said a club should not be just because we have them, and that's the future of Ugandan football. Because if Viper is doing very well, Of recently, they summoned about 8 players who are in the national team. So if Viper is doing well and is able to produce good players with the national team, that means the national team will be equally strong and the nation will achieve. We need to strengthen our structures of the club and also ensure that we improve on the mentality of the players. We have come to Africa, but there is a syndrome, a very bad disease where some of these players here, and the majority of them in different clubs, they think they play football for the club president, for the club administration. They don't play football for themselves, so that they excel, they become more professional and so on. That's why at times they give themselves French leaves. They don't attend trainings. They can abandon even a crucial game. So we need somebody who will put sense in these players to appreciate that they are professionals and therefore they're not working for the club, but they are working for themselves. Because at the end of the day, they will be the greatest beneficiaries if they are playing very good football, especially if they join paid lands. And I would be very happy that among the qualities that we looked into, that we have brought a coach who can properly organize the club so that we appreciate the tactical discipline of the club. That is very crucial. I know that I'm just trying to remind you some of the things that we looked into before we recruited the coaches whom we are about to announce. And finally, we need to have a coach in place who is consistent. We don't want results today, then the following day you have something else. We need somebody, we need consistency, we need teamwork, and we need discipline, among other things, if we are to talk about success. Success is a function of discipline. Where there is discipline, there is always success. But that calls for a very serious coach who is committed to the cause. We need a coach who is ready to win with a winning mentality. There are people who don't bother about winning, whether win, provided I remain in the league. But this is a club now, which is one of the best clubs in Uganda. And whenever we enter into any tournament, any competition, we are aiming at winning. That's why the other time when they talked about the Uganda Cup, the Stanley Cup, we could not play. We cannot give me 5 days, then you come and play. No, we don't just participate. We come to compete. So we must prepare. And this is what we want. So I'm very sure that all those ones who are involved in identification of the next coach, they took all these considerations very seriously. And I can assure you, and very optimistic, that this was done, and we expect to have a very good coach. What I can only promise you today, that it's not just a mere change of guards. It is real marriage. A real marriage, a real one. Eno mpeta ngena ne mu empeta yange nkwasi. Siwe mpeta. So gemulabe mbaga. So we are very serious as we prepare the season, which is about to begin. We found it necessary that we should have one in place. Sorry that we have taken a bit long to have one in place, but it was worth waiting. We never wanted to just rush to get somebody for replacement and whatever. We wanted to have somebody in place who would bring about fundamental change in the club. I want to see Viper Sports Club when it is number 1 on the continent. That's my dream. In all aspects, that's what we want. That when they come and look at the structures, the infrastructure of Viper Sports Club, someone will say, tick. They look at the type of players we have, the discipline of the coaches, the discipline of the players, and all those people around the club, that everything is moving on well, very professionally. And that's what we are trying to build. So I want to thank all those ones whom we are running the club for work well done. I want to thank the marketing department. Mr. Sekancha and your team, thank you so much. First of all, for keeping the sponsors with us despite the very difficult time. This COVID-19 pandemic, having the sponsors still continuing to fund the club is not something very easy. So I want to thank all of Mr. Sekancha and your team for work well done, and everybody. I want to thank our legal director for ensuring that this one came true and it happened. It's quite very taxing, but you are able to ensure that we fulfilled it. I want to thank in a special way. I have a special guest here, Mr. Alex Khaled. He's there. He's a quiet man, but very dangerous. He did a lot to ensure that this deal came true. He's a representative of the coach, and we are very happy the way how you handled things very professionally up to this point. We are very grateful. I want to thank the general manager, the CEO, and everybody, the sporting director, other members of the executive who have been very supportive to ensure that we work together to have the team in place. May God reward you. One team, one dream. My chairman, thank you so much for the advice that you have been giving to the technical team to ensure that they get the right choice. So at this time, I want to perform a function. Then thereafter, when I have finished, director marketing will say something. Because with these coaches, technical and the marketing, they move together. If one doesn't do well, then it will affect the other one. So he has to say something to ensure that there is continuity and the good results are being posted. So allow me at this juncture to introduce to all of you, ladies and gentlemen who are here, and the people of Uganda, that Vipers Sports Club, on this 27th day of August 2021, we are glad to announce the head coach, a Brazilian coach, an ex-international of Brazil, for those ones who enjoy Brazilian football, in the names of Roberto Oliviera. I request him to stand up, Mr. Oliviera. And okay, Mr. Oliviera. This is I have inside that one. This is our main sponsor, Hima Semi, the official sponsor of the club.
Nice.
And then the head coach is none other than Roberto Oliviera, the winner.
Thank you, yes. Thank you.
You're most welcome. He's a Brazilian national, and about him, we interact with him. We'll tell you more about him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In the same spirit, in order to realize our dreams, told you this time we are very serious. Very serious. Allow me to introduce to you the assistant coach, to quote Roberto, whom I have just introduced. This coach originates from Portugal, but is a Brazilian national. For those ones who will go and Google, you will find it out. So this one is none other than Mr. or Coach Marcelo Cardoso Jose. I start with the sponsors so that good. All the sponsors are indicated. We have DFCO, we have the HIMA, and the PRASCON at the back. Aha! This is our coach, Marcelo Cardoso Jose. Coach. Oh, sorry. Can shake hands, coach. Congratulations and you're most welcome, coach. Welcome to Viper Sports Club. Welcome.
Then you'll have one photo. Coach, hold yours as well.
Yes.
Look,
When we hold it,
Okay.
Together.
get closer. Get closer.
we get closer.
Thank you.
There.
Yes, together.
And
Yes.
both of us. Yes.
Simon. Coach Musk.
Yes.
Chairman, come and join this for historical photo. Join for that side.
Put it after it.
Okay.
Yeah, media. So that this is to thank our dear president and the team that has been involved in the hunting and recruitment of this wonderful team. We thank you so much. To our partners, sponsors, supporters, followers, fans, like what doctors re-echoed, we are back. We are back with a bang. A lot has been happening in the background, and I'm sure at the end of the day, we'll all be smiling. To the coaching staff, coach and your assistant, yes, we welcome you to this wonderful club. This is the best club in Uganda, and we're aiming to be the best in Africa. Please make us proud. We expect a lot from you. We have a very big fan following and the sponsors. I'd love to come back here and celebrate more milestones. Thank you so much. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon. I know there will be a question that you have introduced the two, head coach and assistant. What about the rest? Will they work only two? My answer is that the powers of naming other members on the technical team rests with the head coach. So in a couple of days, you will be able to name the entire technical team. Hopefully by Monday, we shall have known the type of people or the names of the people that the head coach will work with as a family. Thank you. May I invite the head coach to greet you in his maiden speech at Vipers Sports Club. You're welcome, coach.
Okay. Good afternoon for all. For my chairman, our managers, Vipers Club, and for me, I'm very happy for signing with the Vipers Club. I told you why. Because we have the same objective. It's very important for me, for my assistant, and I come here to be champion. I don't accept another result. It's my mentality, and it's very important to organize a strong team, good balance between young and experienced players. It's very important. I think we have time for organize everything, and as a player, I worked 23 years, and as a coach, I have 25 years in the world, in Brazil, and outside Brazil. I know very well African mentality. I stay long time in Tunis, 10 years. I qualified Stade Tunisien, good team in North Africa, in Federation Cup. Angola, 3 years and a half. In Rwanda, the best place in Champions League was with me. Rayon Sporting Club, between the 4 best teams in Africa. Never in your history, never. The first time with me. Why? Because I give you my maximum. I understand very well African mentality. Okay? I respect too much my players, because if I give the first example, we go respect me. I know very well what my players want, what my players need. You know? About this, I start my relation with my players, with my club. Okay? And if you don't like too much pressure, you cannot work in big clubs. You know, really. Point. I like too much emotion. You know? I play football in Brazil national team with Zico, Socrates, Falcão, Pelé too. And Pelé signed my first certificate in Brazil, in military school. Pelé was the first minister of sport. Okay? For me, with pleasures. And about this, I accept work in Rayon, now in Kenya, with Gormai, and now with Viper. Why? Because they are big club. I like this. I like emotion. I like public. Okay? I like pressure, because if I have pressure to get me, my opponent, big problem for him. You know? It's football. It's football. Okay? It's my mentality. I like too much give liberty for my players, but with ball inside the field. I like organize my team in offensive system and adversary field. I don't like player behind. No, I don't like this. I like winning. I give priority for attack. Okay? It's very important for a big club. Everybody wait, winning. Big club, start the game, you need winning. Organize your mind for play there. In offensive field. It's my mentality. Okay? My objective is organize one big family, but professional mentality. Okay? You have, I thought for my players, my chairman, I have, for example, Monday until Friday, I go work for my players. If I need to stay until midnight with him, no problem. My chairman, my delegate give authorization for stay here. No problem, with pleasure. But in the game, I wait. He need work for me, for club. Just 1 hour and a half, no more. You know, I give support. I give many options during the week. But my players have 1 hour and a half for helping me and help club, Vipers Club. This is my mentality. You know, about this, I know very well. My players go respect me because he go understand your life. I understand what he wants. Okay, it's very important for me. I don't come here for to be more one coach, no. I come here for to be champion. I go give you my maximum, my life in the game during the week. Serious work. What's objective? To be champion. Winner. Winner, winner. Okay? I don't like talk too much. Okay? I come here for work. Thank you very much. With pleasure.
Thank you so much, Coach, for those beautiful words and encouraging words which gives us hope that Vipers Sports Club, we are moving forward and many good things are yet to come. Back to take us through.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doctor, Council, Simon, and Coach Roberto. Okay. Now the floor is open. I'll take 5 questions for the club president and 5 for the new head coach. Okay, let's start. Let's start with Clive and Shoma. 1 question. Introduce yourself and your media house so that the coach gets to know you.
Yes, Clive is my name. I work with Sunny FM and Football 256. I have 1 question for the president and 1 question for the coach. Yes, Doctor, this is the 5th foreign coach that Vipers is hiring. What is the difference between him and the previous 4 the club has had? Then to the coach, how much do you know about Vipers Sports Club and Ugandan League football in particular?
Chionga.
Hello, Coach.
Yes.
Welcome to Uganda. The first question, of course, to you. You've been in Kenya with Gor Mahia, Rwanda with Royal Sport, Tunisia, and Angola.
Yes.
I don't know how much you've been following Ugandan football, but what exception, apart from winning, do you bring to Ugandan football in general and Vipers in particular? And then to the president, good work for taking so long in scrutinizing. Hopefully you got the right choice. The question, you've not told us how long this marriage is going to be in terms of years, months, or days. And also, you've talked about the head coach appointing his technical team. Should we expect Ugandans to be part of this? Because I doubt he knows a lot about Ugandan coaches. Thank you.
Okay, another question. Was that you? Okay, Martin Kadu.
Thank you. Partly asked because I want to know whether the coach knows so much about Ugandan coaches, but since it was partly asked, I would like you to let us know how much you know about Vipers players, and is there any specific players you come to start with at Vipers? Then, Coach, when I was perusing through your profile, I landed on a story that was saying that you had issues with CAF license B as a minimum standards, the content by CAF. have you achieved this, that you come with an equivalent or CAF license B? And to the President, congratulations, first of all. We've really struggled to at least name the first name of the coach ever since we arrived here. I think professionalism here has grown up because we failed until we announced the name. But that said, a vote of no confidence in Ugandan coaches, that actually you say it could be Ugandan or foreign person, but we see that you zero in a foreign person, and you say that you will not stop gambling until you arrive at the right coach. Do we have Mr. Right? Thank you.
Okay. Shaban, then.
Good afternoon. This one will go to Dr. Lawrence Mulindo. Talking about the applications you had and the speculation that has been going around about Coach Mike Mutebi. Did you by any chance speak to him as a club or as an individual? And if you did, what happened? What hindered his coming to Vipers?
Okay, Stewart, the last one.
All right, good afternoon to the manager. Welcome to Vipers. I'm Stewart. Welcome to Radio Super FM. Mine is, what kind of long-term goals do you want to achieve with the club besides winning trophies?
First, repeat the question.
Sorry?
Repeat the question.
I was asking the manager, and besides winning trophies, what kind of other long-term goals are you looking at the big club? The president is saying.
Okay.
And then the last one, still to
Last one?
the last one, still to the manager, what has taught you about football in the time you've been away to Vipers too? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Doctor.
The last question wasn't clear. Was it for him?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Doctor, the floor is yours.
No, is he going to repeat the last question? No, Stuart.
Yes.
Long-term
goals, yeah.
That one?
The last one.
That's one.
That one is what?
I was asking that what has struck the manager about football in the
Uganda?
time he has been away.
Okay.
The time he has been away, what did what?
Struck him.
What struck him?
Yeah. So, Doctor, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for those wonderful questions which have been raised on behalf of the football family. One, the duration of the contract, 36 months. Then, should we expect the rest of the members on the technical team to be Ugandans? I can say yes. We have Ugandans who can manage, and I'm very sure that the rest will be Ugandans, because we must also develop our own talent here, and they are very much aware of that. That takes me to the other question, where somebody asked whether it is a vote of no confidence in the Ugandan coaches by bringing an international coach. I'm not calling him a foreign coach, but an international coach. Football is a professional game, it is a business, which you must be very much aware of. And as Vipers, we're not playing amateur football, we are playing professional football, which cuts across the globe. So we move around across the globe and we always pick the best. Just that question will be equivalent. That why do you have some foreign players in the team? You already have them, about 4 on the team. There is no problem, because we are playing professional football. That's the answer. So just as course, we appreciate that we have good coaches here. There is no problem of blending it with other outside Uganda. To have better football in Uganda, you know, you need to learn from, just like you leave Makerere University and then you go to another country to study, maybe in Kenya, maybe in Brazil, maybe in South Africa, not because Makerere is bad. But you want to get that exposure. So we want to get the feeling of that exposure, the Brazilian football here, which I hope it will grossly contribute to the type of football that we are playing. Let's not just get contented with what we have. There is a lot to learn. There is a lot. If Vipers has got good coaches, another club has also got good coaches, maybe local, then I hope there will be a lot that these players will gain out of that. And at the end of the day, who is going to benefit will be the national team, Uganda. They will get that feeling of the Brazilian football. We are just talking about it. We are just watching it on the television. I was watching the Brazilian team, the under 23. I think took the trophy. Olympics in Tokyo. And they could see the style. Now, we have brought it closer here. Roberto is here. Here we have just been seeing it on the screen. Now it is here. You can just touch and feel the Brazilian. This is what we are doing. And that's our contribution as Vipers Sports Club to the development of football in this country, to bring expertise, to training our local coaches. There is a lot that these coaches are going to learn from here. We have the academy, we have the youth coaches here. The likes of Malay, the likes of Waswa and others who are in the youth team. They will learn a lot from these people. That exposure and experience will greatly impact on the growth of Vipers Sports Club as a club and as a nation. The fifth foreign coach Vipers is having, this one different from the other, I can say. It's different. That's why we recruited him. And I'm very optimistic that this gentleman here, together with his team, is going to be a lot of work to be done. It took a lot of time. This background and experience, we need it. We try those ones first. If they didn't do well, then we look for something better. That's all. We want to have something better, that's all. And I believe we are moving in the right direction. Talked about Coach Mike Mutebi, but of course, you know, by law I'm not allowed to talk about this. That law which governs the data protection. You cannot start saying, you know, he applied, you know, he got this one, you know, he approached me. That is very unprofessional. Can't even talk about him. Leave my OP alone. We're in a young college together. Leave my friend and leave him alone. He's a very professional coach and I trust him, I respect him. I don't want any discussion about my brother. No. No comment about that.
Okay. Coach, questions?
Yes. I have here. Okay. I have here 6 questions. Okay. The first. Vipers. Yes, it's good. I checked 5 games of the Vipers Club. Highlight 2, me and Marcelo together. When I receive Vipers proposition, immediately I check everything because it's my job. I am a professional. Okay? I like it too much. Extra complex for training. And Vipers have good team. Have, I think, 7 players in national team. 8. You know, about this I accept. Okay? The first. And second, about Vipers. I don't want to talk about the name now. I think it's not a good moment, but I have good idea in general, okay, about my team, about my players, okay, my club. It's more important for me. But sure, we have good team. We have good team, and we need organize for me offensive system and defensive system. We need good balance. Okay, if you, for example, win 3-0, 4-0, you cannot sometimes 3-3, 4-4, 2-2. It's not good. You need to give priority for winner and security in our defensive systems. This is good balance for me in the future. Okay, and about the yes, about the CAF. Everybody know about the coronavirus. It's not a good moment in the world. In the world, about the coronavirus. The player, for example, Vipers, big club, have too much support. You cannot play with your fans, with your support, without public. It's not good, you know. And the same in Gormaya. Good relation, good club, and but every time stop, many problems, and in this moment I stop with my president of Gormaya for give priority for my new license. Okay, I finish with Marcelo, stay together in CBF Academy and Common Ball. The same in Africa, CAF, in South America, Common Ball, in Europe, UEFA. Okay, I finish new certificate. Okay, Common Ball, and we give priority for my certificate for my future, because now you cannot work without FIFA certificate. Okay, new FIFA certificate. I finish everything. And the fourth question, think about win it, and see more. Listen, as a player, every time I was top scorer or second top scorer. In national team of Brazil, in Brazil national team, in big club, Flamengo, Fluminense, Atlético Mineiro, every time. Just in big club, high level. I like too much winning. For me, the best result, okay? About this, I talk too much about the winning, because it's pleasures play football. It's pleasures, and winner. My life is football. I don't have, I'm not ID. Winner, victory, and serious every day. Okay? About the number 5, decide winning, what's your strategy? Okay. What's my strategy? Listen. And the best qualification from Rwanda was with me. Rwanda, Rayon Sport Club is finished between the 4 best team in Africa with me. Never, until now, it's very difficult result. A winner outside, USMRG outside. I win Gormaya outside. I win Young. It's not easy. You know, President, it's not easy. About this, I like too much my strategy. About this, I come here, forgive, for organize one big family. I cannot win alone, never. One coach don't win alone, never. No. It's not correct. But if I go stay together, my chairman, my dirigent, my club, my players, okay, it's possible. Many choices. We are more strong. It's my objective. About my strategy, I like to much organize 3 compartments: defensive, middle field, and attack. Every time I like play together. Okay? Don't give too much space between 3 compartments. Okay? About this, I give priority for offensive transition, after recuperation, offensive transition, and give option for right back, liberty for right back, and I give liberty for left back. Every time, but it's my strategy, give priority in offensive system. And I don't like to give space between with ball and without ball. I don't like to give too much space between defense, middle field, attack. Okay? And the last question. What I need about the Vipers? This. I come here for help Vipers, and the Vipers go helping me. Okay? About my experience as a player, 23 years in the high level, and as a coach, 25 years. I know very well African mentality. North, West, and South. I received 3 good propositions, but we and my manager, Alex, we give priority for Vipers. Why? Because I spoke with my chairman and my general man just one time in life. You remember my chairman? I like it too much. My chairman, your mentality, your objective about this. After finish, I spoke with him. I go sign with the Vipers. About this, I come here, okay? Chairman, congratulations for your job here. Congratulations for all. We are here for to be champion, for stay together. We need everybody together every day for helping me, and I go help you, okay? Congratulations for all.
Thank you so much, Coach. So these are the people that you will be facing when soon starts. But I'll be around to help you. So thank you so much to everyone. Let's welcome a new coach. In case of interviews, we shall plan in the future, but not right now, because now we need time to study the team as well. So on Monday we start. So thank you so much to everyone, the press, the executive of Viper Sports Club, and mostly the club president as well. Thank you so much. And to the new coaches as well. You're most welcome to Viper Sports Club. Okay. I hear the media wants Uganda from you, Doctor. I know the coach can speak Uganda. Coach,
Tumaliza 20. Tumaliza 20. Okay. What you see? Sorry. Marcelo, for talk some seat. Just 1 minute. Marcelo, please. Please, my assistant go talk some seat.
Okay. I think
It's
I
important.
something as well.
It's important, man, for me. Okay, have too much experience. Sure, will be very important for Vipers too.
Okay.
Marcelo, please.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. And just to explain, like our board members and head coach, but they explain, I think it's clear, the idea, the new ideas, and to make it clear that we are coming here to share our knowledge. We are not here to impose anything. We are coming for the most, for the let's say, one of the biggest football countries in the world. So what we want, what we expect, is to come and to share knowledge. Probably we can teach some things. Probably we are going to learn a lot of things. the Uganda football has to improve, as we have to improve. Vipers Club is improving a lot in the past years, and we want to compete. We want to bring something else for the club. That's what we expect. We are just starting our journey here, and according to our ideas, in a few months, we want to improve. We want to see the improvement of the club, of our team, and then share with everyone from Ghana football. Coach, players, fans, the press, so everyone. And of course, takes time, but we want to do our best. So that's what we expect, that's why we are here, and we have a lot of work to do, and it's just the first day, the first impression. And thanks a lot. And anything, anytime, we are going to be here. Yeah, we have our press staff, so we can share with you ideas, talk. It's good to have the contact. So that's our behavior, and that's what we are going to do here. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. Assistant Coach. We're going to have a group photo up the page. Please. Uganda first from the doctor. So as the executive shall go up after the photo for the coaches and the president, then the executive as well will take the photos with the coaches. So thank you. Doctor, the floor is yours in Uganda.
Tweyanza ssebo. Olunaku lwa leero twanjudde abatendesi babiri era nga kwe kuli omu head coach, Coach Roberto Oliviera okuva Brazil, awamu n'omumyuka we asooka Coach Marcelo era naye ng'ava Brazil. Omuyiggo gw'abacoach gutwalidde kumpi emyezi 3 nga tugezaako okufuna coach addambigire bye yali coach eyavaawo Fred, era neebaza olukiiko kikaaka ebyekikugu akakoze omulimu omulungi ennyo wamu ne management ya Vipers abakoze omulimu omulungi okulaba nti batuuse ku kino. Kitwalidde akadde n'ensuubira nti ku mulundi guno okulinda kujja kuvaamu ebibala. Tubasuubiramu bangi nnyo. Oli ayinza okwebuuza lwaki twatutte bakooki ba wano. Abakooki wano tubamanyi bulungi, balungi nnyo, baluwa bagalina. Naye twayagadde ate okugattamu nti tulina olwedde bakooki aba wano ku ttiimu bwe tugattako abavudde ebweru naddala mu ggwanga erimanyiddwa okusamba omupiira nga Brazil ne bagatta ne bakooki aba wano, tuyinza okubaako ettoffaali etuteeka ku mupiira gwa Uganda, kubanga omupiira guliwo kuyiga, oyiga ku munno, oyo byoyiga kuva mu mawanga amalala. Brazilian tubali tubalaba nnyo ku ma TV era ng'omupiira gwabwe tugwegomba, naye nga twasazeewo nti katubaleete abaana baffe basobole okusomesebwa omupiira nga beegasse wamu ne bakooki baffe bano abali kuno aba Uganda, tusobole okufuna ttiimu ey'amaanyi n'ekiruubirirwa kyaffe okulaba nti ttiimu yaffe ya Vipers Sports Club efuuka number 1 ku lukalu lwa Africa. Ekintu ekyo si kyangu naye ate nga kyangu obeera n'abantu abatuufu mu bifo ebituufu. N'olwekyo nina essuubi ddene era n'okusuubira nti ekkubo lye tukutte okuleeta abakooki bano abamanyirivu ennyo, abalina obumanyirivu, abalina experience, bazanyako omupiira mu ttiimu y'eggwanga eya Brazil era batendese amatiimu agawera owali naago agali mu Africa. Nsuubira nti experience eyo omanyirivu bwe balina mu lukalu lwaffe olwa Africa n'obumanyirivu bwe balina n'amagezi n'obukugu okuva e Brazil bwe banaabigatta bijja kusobola okwongera omupiira gwa Uganda okugenda mu maaso. Tusaba Abannayuganda bonna tusobole okuwagira bakooki bano tusobole okutuukiriza ekiruubirirwa kyaffe. Nensuubira nti ekkubo lye tukutte kkubo ttuufu nnyo era kye twagala kyokka tubawe support basobole okutuukiriza ebiruubirirwa byabwe. Neyanza. Tusayininze endagaano ya myaka 3 naye ng'esobola okuzzibwa obujja oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 3. So obufumbo si bwa myezi naye bufumbo ddala bwetusuubira nti bujja kuvaamu ebirala ebyannamaddala.
Okay, tuanze nyo. Tunao kisema
Photo.
group photo.
Photo at the stadium.
Okay, we go.